everyone, Senrai Kai here, back for the Hibike Euphonium movie, Liz to Aoi Tori, I believe it's called. And I think this is like a spin-off kind of movie. I'm not exactly sure what it covers, but hopefully it's pretty good. Now, without much more to say, let's just jump right into it. Now, the version I'm watching has like title sequences and stuff for at the beginning portion, and it's about like 32 seconds into it where you actually see like light in a lake appear. So that's how mine is. So if yours is a little bit different, you'll want to adjust for that. But yeah, let's jump on in and see exactly what this movie is all about. So 3, 2, 1, play. Yeah, first thing I see is a mountain in Shochiku. Actually looks pretty cool, honestly. At first I thought it was like a part of the actual movie until it became clear that it wasn't. And then we get the Kyoto animation one, which also looks really good. Like a zoomed out version of the earth and water or whatever, before just seeing Kyoto animation over a wide screen. And then black, and then boom, a lake. A very pretty lake. I mean, a pretty environment in general. Oh wow, we just got all sorts of animals. I almost feel like I'm watching a Disney movie. Yeah, who are you? Squirrel knows what's up. Yeah, this is just has that Disney princess vibe, you know? Just pretty girl in the forest interacting with a bunch of wildlife animals. Hey, there's the Aoi Tori, the blue bird. I assume that's our titular animal. Is it blushing at me? Or at her? More to the point. Yeah, bye-bye boring animals. There's a blue bird over there. Oh wow, no, it came to her. Okay. Well, briefly. I really wish I knew what was going on in that bird's head. Yeah, that was definitely an interesting way to start the episode. Because I don't think that's a character we've seen before, I'm pretty sure. So if that's the case, I wonder how she's connected to anything. Maybe that was just all a visualization of some kind of fairy tale in the universe. You know, maybe someone's bedtime story. I don't know. It just had that feel to it. Are you okay? what what are we doing exactly? Not gonna say hi or anything. Yeah, not a lot of dialogue so far, but not uncommon for movies, honestly. At the beginning, to have a couple of minutes, few minutes, just kind of setting the scene and all that good stuff. Oh hey, look at that like ponytail wagging back and forth. I kind of love it. She'll probably say hi. In fact, was she the one being waited for here? Really is a cute uniform. The color scheme is like my favorite color scheme, so. Dialogue! Is it a bird? Well, it's a feather of a bird. So, I wasn't sure how literal the Aoi Tori part of the title was going to be, but it's a little bit literal so far. For me? Must inspect before we touch it. Hey, if she doesn't want it, I'll take it. Thing's beautiful. It's like, gonna put it behind my ear. Maybe dip it in some ink. Oh, I think I see some Aoi Tori back there. Not much has happened yet, but for some reason it's really, like, I feel it drawing me in. Just, even like the BGM, I don't know, it kind of resonates with me. And we also get shots of just how good the school looks. Like, I was even just kind of staring at the shoe lockers a little bit ago. Because just, I don't know, they look oddly good to me. We're already 6 minutes into this. Yeah, definitely couldn't go at this pace in a standard episode. There's a lot of stairs. Yeah, I wouldn't want to climb them either. Or was she trying to look at the skirt? Guess we'll never know. It's quite the transition. I like the school uniform better, though. It's kind of mesmerizing. Yeah, she definitely, like, sways a lot more than she does. There we go. I was waiting for it. Nice twirl. I kind of want her to just, like, grab the ponytail at a certain point. You're like a cat where you, like, dangle something in front of the cat tries to get it. Because you see how much it moves, right? Like, I'm just surprised she could resist grabbing it, is all I'm really saying. Oh wow, she speaks. I just love how soft spoken she is. Oh, I think I just saw the title of the movie on that thing. Scooting closer. Well, way closer. So Liz is a neighborhood person. I guess that makes sense. I mean, it was the only thing that made sense. Oh yeah, that's the girl from the story. So I was right, I guess, I think. Mysterious girl. You really should give your own name first before asking for someone else's. Sounds good so far. Oh. What a plot twist. Which one of us is the bluebird? Generally, I like those two. Is this story gonna have a happy ending? She went to lean on her shoulder. She had to fall asleep. Uh, Man, they were really teasing us with that, but no. He scared her off. Yeah, Liz to Aoi Tori. Uda Yuriko. New Yuri. The best name. Like, it's actually spelled Yuri as in, girl love. And of course, the Ko is in a lot of Japanese female names in with that Ko. So it's pretty much the best name ever, is what I was trying to say. Rizu to Aoi Tori, Liz and the Bluebird. So we have some context with the title now, which is good. And it only took us 12 minutes or so. Sometimes it takes a lot longer than that to know the context of a title. I would assume so. Oh, more people! Wow. Sorry, I think this was a world where only they existed. Natsuki. Hey, she might have missed you. Am I crazy? Some of them look a little different in this movie. It's been a couple weeks since at least a couple weeks since I've watched any Hibike Euphonium, but still. Yeah, I definitely need that energy for your club activities. You're starting to make me a little bit hungry, guys. I'm also a big fan of French toast. Huh. Are we jumping into the story? In fact, actually, now that I think about it, this actually might be the bulk of the movie, being inside the story, given the title, which could be interesting. Bread maker. This is an easy name to remember, Liz. So, when does she meet the bluebird? So yeah, she works in town, I guess, but it really does look like she lives a bit more further out. Considering we saw her interacting with wild animals and stuff. Yeah, she definitely lives a very simple life. Bit of a lonely life. Oh, there's a bluebird! And it's got that blush. It's raining out here. Can I come inside? I can't fly in this storm. That was actually a pretty short storm. And we survived. But how's the bluebird doing? Is the okay? Is that yeah? The bluebird turned human. Because that was the story, right? The bluebird became human, then became the bluebird again and left. I think is how they said it went. And she's quite blue, so I'd be surprised if that was anyone else. She knows my name. Yes, hello, have we met? That's got to be what she's thinking. If that story was an anime, I would totally watch it. And she always looks so sleepy. I mean, she almost fell asleep on Nozomi's shoulder, right? Like her especially, I swear she looks different in this than in the show. What are we talking about? All together. Ah! Don't scare me when I'm staring at someone. Those damn flutes. Double read party. Yeah, so that was what the nod was about. Yeah, I was pretty sure she was gonna say that. I feel kind of bad for her, though. She seemed legitimately disappointed. was an over-the-top reaction. Hitting up. I see how it is. Yeah, I was about to say, didn't you say you like happy endings? So I guess we're gonna like maybe periodically jump into the story throughout the movie. That is just who she is. What? Something on your mind? How do I how do I make her spend time with me? I mean, she probably is the best person to get that from in this regard. I mean, don't take it personally. I invited her to a thing and she told me no. Also, yeah, that. Did not give me enough time to read all those book titles. Nidika, I think I can remember that. An egg? What? Okay, at least it's boiled. Uh, Still an odd random gift to give someone, but cool. Oh, we're back in the story. Now we get to see their life together. Although they kind of spoiled us on how it ends, which is unfortunate, but Still. Of course, our bird girl liking the wind. You say Tasquete while looking like you're having the time of your life. Go fly and get it. I was kind of joking. But hey, she tried. There's a lot. Now you do. I mean, if she doesn't try to stop you, then you can. That pretty much is the answer, you know. So. Gonna taste it. Oh. Yeah, she is just so full of energy. Yeah, look at how much less lonely her life seems now. Oh, bath time. Very brief bath time. She gets a sandwich. She just gets bread. I see how it is. The sky. Because you were here. Aww. Forever and ever, if only. It's okay, we can just hop the gate. I guess the anime characters do that before. The only downside of reacting to movies is it's kind of... I gotta, like, be here for it for, like, almost 2 hours. Like, how long is this? Okay, like an hour and a half or so. I don't have the attention span to sit here and focus on something for that long without issues. I mean, I'm not gonna have anything against that. Do you want to try? Can we try right now? Yeah, we're on the same wavelength. Come into my arms, girl. Oh man, she was about to do it too. Oh, that's kind of messed up. She's gonna do it too. Why do you gotta be that way? I kind of expect to get kisses in this show, but please give me a nice hug, you know? So do I get partial credit for that? It could help her fill it out, you know? Yeah, the 3 choices and all that. mean, technically you don't have to put like your real answer on there, you know, because they can't like make you follow through with what you put on it. But a little bit awkward. I feel like music has been in like every scene. I mean, we saw that answer earlier. No way would I ever do such a thing. Fish, you understand me, don't you? Is that 3D animated? Couldn't quite tell. What am I looking at? I guess just the sun reflecting to the fish tank. Or the reflection off her instrument. Yeah, because it was a movement that was throwing me off, but yeah, if it's somebody just like wiggling around their instrument, it makes a bit more sense. What, is she noticing the light herself now? Just flashing her from across the room. That was actually a really cute little bit there. Yeah, you can tell she likes her a lot. Like, I definitely got that vibe throughout the past half hour or so of this show. Nah. You very well could. Solo player. I couldn't tell what she was mouthing there. Maybe Faito? I don't know. I can't read anime Japanese lips. Oh, back to the story. Yeah, I think that's pretty clear. Man, why can't it just go like this forever? Why does this have to come to an end? Why is life so unfair? That's what I want to know. Just flew away. Fall asleep next to your girl, you wake up, she's gone. Hey, she came back. So I guess it's not the final goodbye yet? Maybe this just will reveal that she's a bird to her? Or did she just not see that? Okay. Yeah, she already woke up and she knew you were gone, so... what'd you go do anyway? Okay, Stark. Yeah, she's not a bird. She doesn't fly south for the winter. But, you know, now that she has you, you can cuddle for warmth under the blankets, so it should be all good. Yeah, that's a familiar scene. Squirrel just riding up top. Are those birds friends with our bluebird? Maybe beckoning her to come home? More blowfish. They're multiplying. I swear that's 3D animated. It's about my career survey. I swear I'll do it. Get off my back, people. Symbolize a parting. The sad part. Yeah, I think we got into that a little bit during this main series. Because she leaves you. I knew it was coming. Ah, she's been spotted. Yeah, I mean, I guess she did that too, but like Liz. Yeah, she wasn't gonna say no to that. Not to you. That body language. Maybe? Yeah, I don't know if she's decided what she's doing yet. Yeah, what are your thoughts on it, Nozomi? Oh? Maybe we could avoid a party in between these two? But probably not. If they're trying to build that connection, the parallel between the story and them, which really feels like they're doing. Nobody is Asuka Senpai. Watashi. I don't know, just the way she said that kind of killed me. Okay, Miss Tsundere. Yeah, like, she's doing that because Nomi's doing it. Is she, though? I would like a concrete answer. Lots. No complaints from me. No, I don't. Don't even imply such a thing. I would never. Are you there? I mean, I think Mizuno would rather just be you and her. Also, it's kind of a stupid question in general. Little Miss Eavesdropper over here. I remember one time, one anime that was fan subbed. One Piece was said, and the person was referring to the anime, but the fan subber thought he was referring to a One Piece outfit. Here, they were clearly referring to the outfit, though. I was like, that pause between them kind of probably concerned her a little bit. Yeah, she definitely wants to get closer to her for some reason. Maybe not as close as she'd like to be, though. For some reason, whenever they say double read party, just something very lewd pops into my head. She's so head patable, like when she pouts like that. Hey, better late than never. You picking a fight with me? You wanna go? Wanna take this outside? Yeah, she would definitely be more obnoxious than necessary there. Like, I'm not saying she didn't have a point, but like, calm down. Sublin. I mean, she just got reprimanded, so. Birds. Doesn't everyone? Also, her hair just looks like it would feel nice and fluffy to just kind of like dig your fingers into it. Did she just fall asleep? Or is she just that overcome with emotion? Oh, okay. Man, I wanted a head patter before. Now she really needs one. Uh, you you give her a head pat. You're in the same dimension. Yeah, please fix that grease. Hey, they exist too. What? Okay, I sure. I feel like she just got screwed over there somehow, but open the window, let some birds fly in. Nope. That is a great idea. Really? What was her name? Nidika? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Definitely uncharacteristic. Picture. Yeah, there is at them at the pool. That's what I thought. Yeah, I knew that would probably mean a lot to her. Mizo senpai. Senpai dies. Okay. They like waited for it to be sent before they like translated it. And we're like roughly halfway through the movie. It doesn't help that this is a somewhat like chill, calming, relaxing sort of movie. So it like especially makes me kind of like want to drift off and happily sleep because a lot of music especially has that kind of vibe to it. Don't overwhelm her, please. Back and forth between the elbow and the flute. Hey, reading between the lines is hard. I promise to do my best. That's the rumor. So we are bringing this up. It's not weird, but it's generally not advised to make career path decisions based on other people's where other people are going or doing. Yeah, she like leaned and came back. Oh, don't say that. More than an airplane. I mean, you're just expressing your opinion on it. I mean, that's not the kind of thing I would pick up on, but if that's true, hopefully it gives us something to think about. Yeah, I had a feeling that kind of metaphor was going to come into play. Letting the bird go, right? You set free the things you love, like that kind of thing. I was kind of feeling that was coming, the way things are building. About our Liz letting Nozomi go, right? So just like straight up, straight up saying it at this point. Yeah, I feel like that's not actually gonna end up happening. I remember. I wouldn't call it a grudge. You looked so happy over there. I still want it to happen, though. I totally thought she was going to give a thumbs up there. That probably would be a good thing to do. Well, there you go. The storm is coming like in the story. In fact, I think it's been a while since we've actually jumped back into the story. I'm sure we're going to, like, it hasn't ended yet. I'm pretty sure. Yes, I was totally paying attention. In English, the English word for fugu blowfish, there's slightly different implications you could have for being compared to a blowfish. Oh, are we? Do we want her to come with the? Hug me. Uh, I really wasn't expecting that. It kind of broke me for a second. Uh, and that broke me in a slightly different way. Yeah, that's the that's a hard thing right now because they're kind of like, especially not in sync currently. There is time, but you can't just have that kind of attitude about it, though. Like, you gotta do something. Like, having time is a good asset, but you still gotta do something. She's on her knees. Yeah, try to be more in sync like them. More window opening. Yeah, they really look like they're enjoying playing together. I don't. I mean, only you can answer that. Want to push that back into place. Yeah, but she doesn't want to do that, so she can't really connect with those feelings. I assume is a problem. That's what it comes down to. That is definitely true. I definitely get that. Ultimately, it's up to you, but that's the thing. Mizuta is not going to be happy about that. Yeah, she was always vague about that, to the point where we didn't really have much faith in it. Oh yeah, we're bringing that up. Yuko's such a good friend. Good point. Would you want to be in a cage forever? I mean, sure, but it's her decision at the end of the day. We just don't want the story to have a happy ending, do we? We actually see the transformation. I really didn't think we would. You don't say. Man, they're so connected right now. I love that split screen effect down their face so much. Uh, Actually, kind of got chills right now. You hear my own heartbeat right now. Man, it sounds so beautiful. Here we go. Oh, hearing this song alone is giving me chills, among other things. That really was amazing. Like, I could feel so much emotion and so much more just through the song. They've shown the blowfish so many times, I'm kind of wondering if there's any symbolism to it. I'm not crying, you're crying. Yeah, that was kind of brought up by Reina. It really kind of hurts when you see it like that. Oh, God, I didn't even think about that. Because she did say before a teacher went at her and not her, and I didn't really think about the reason why too much. But and as we are kind of implying earlier, Mizude is the bird. Perhaps the true reason why she couldn't relate to Liz. I'm getting chills again. The more, because I'm kind of like, as I'm watching in my head, I'm processing some stuff that's now more clear now. Oh, she's bringing it up. Hope we at least get the hug in this scene. I knew it was coming. I was hoping I knew it was coming. Please give this damn girl a hug at the very least. Just the tone of voice she says it in. Oh, there we go. Yeah, she know where to back up to. And she finally got her. Uh, Man, it looked like such a comfy hug, too. Get those arms around. I've waited on the movie for this, so. My god. Why are the damn blowfish in the scene? Can somebody please tell me what they represent? There's that laugh that she says she loves. Man, there's no words for that scene. Oh, flashback? The first meeting? Nope. Good old Kitakubu. I'm getting chills as I'm just watching two birds fly in the sky. Just shut up. Did she have any friends? Does anyone like this girl? Like, she's the very definition of, what's the term? Kuso Majime? Yeah, the footsteps. I think Mizore said she liked those too. Yeah, the cinema. I haven't commented on it too much, but the cinematography of this movie has been great too. They just each of them doing their best in their own area. Take flight. You know, beginning of the movie, they were side by side in the music room, and now the bird is flying. Considering how many chills I've gotten, I don't want any shaved ice. I'm good. Could use some hot chocolate though. Question mark. Yeah, I think we had that at the beginning too. Completely in sync. Oh yeah, the thing from before. I thought she was about to kiss her right there. Go from disjoint to just joint. And then roll credits. Ugh. I knew this was a pretty highly rated movie, and yeah, after watching it, I definitely get why. There was at least 2 or 3 points where I got very close to just tearing up. Man, what you can get when you just take a couple of side characters and just give them and their relationship a whole bunch of focus with a movie budget. I'm hoping there's something afterwards, but it's probably just gonna be credits. Either way, I'll just let it roll. I'll probably stop saying anything. So in case you do want to skip ahead past it, you can do so without worrying about missing anything from me. So. Okay, now I'm kind of stuck. This was a terrible idea. Okay. Oof. I'm good. I had to fall out of the chair to get back into it. But it's all good. Everybody skipped this part anyway, so nobody will see that. So. Yeah, a couple minutes left. Yeah, Rizuto Aoi Tori. Girls Dance Staircase. Is that really like the name of a song? Like, could you just imagine a bunch of girls dancing down a staircase? I really have to go to the bathroom, so we'll just completely over, I'll pause the recording and then do that and then come back. Yeah, there's definitely not enough time for anything after the credits. Okay. That was the Liz To Aoi Tori Hibike Euphonium movie. So first of all, this movie was absolutely incredible. Like, there's no doubt about that. I really don't think I can do the movie justice with any kind of discussion segment. Like, this is the kind of movie that warrants a detailed breakdown, video essay kind of thing. Like, it is that kind of thing. But I'll talk about it as best I can. Right. So this movie, it was very much focused on two of the side characters. And the main characters, Kumiko, Reina. I mean, Reina had a little bit of importance, but Kumiko definitely didn't. And most of the main characters didn't really do much. It was pretty much all about them. And some of the characters you kind of associate with them because they went to the same middle school, I think, like Natsuki and Yuko and stuff like that. They had a decent amount of relevance in the movie. Definitely. I always enjoy Natsuki and Yuko interacting with each other. Like, even when Natsuki, like, early in the movie when she walked in, it's like, oh, Bucha, President, I didn't see you there. Like, you totally saw me. That kind of stuff is great. But, yeah, the main theme of the movie, the title. Like, I can't remember the last time I saw an anime movie that, like title dropped its title so much within the movie itself, but that is a big thing. The title is specifically referring to a book in the world, Liz To Aoi Tori, and the book itself is pretty straightforward. There's this girl, she's all alone, and one day a mysterious girl comes into her life, and she clearly gets very close to her, and eventually she's revealed to be a bird, and they go their separate ways, right? We were told that pretty early on in the story. And I really did not know how much they could really do with that through the course of the movie, but boy, did they showcase it, right? I mean, they made it no secret that was meant to kind of parallel the relationship between Mizuta and Nozomi, right? They even had a little bit of a bit where when she was explaining the story, it kind of like spliced in a little bit of the, yeah, a little bit of the Nozomi Mizuta stuff, right? So, and that kind of why I refer to the Bluebird as Nozomi a couple times, I think, during the movie. But at a certain point, they kind of like rug pulled us. Like that was probably the biggest twist, if you want to call it that, in the movie, which was they were trying to make it seem like Liz was Mizuta and the bird was Nozomi, because Nozomi really is the more like outgoing one, right? Bright, cheerful, seems like she could accomplish whatever she puts her mind to. Like she kind of had that aura to her, right? Whereas Mizuta was more introverted, quiet, reserved, very clingy with Nozomi, right? And I think the clinginess was a big part of why they were kind of painted in that role initially, because yeah, she only really wants to interact with Nozomi for the most part, right? Like there's a special connection there, and you can kind of view that as like trying to wrap a chain around her and keep her to yourself while she's trying to fly off and do what she needs to do or wants to do, right? Like holding her back. So definitely kind of try to paint things in that picture initially, and it made sense, but that really was not the truth at all, as we found out later in the movie. But throughout the course of the movie, we actually saw a visualization of the story. Like the very first shot we got was actually within the story, which I kind of figured it was because it was just so starkly different than the art style and setting of the anime itself, where that was the only thing that really made sense as some kind of in-universe story. And I was confirmed to be right at a certain point. I felt mildly proud of myself for figuring that out before the show spelled it out for me, right? But yeah, the big thing with the story though is that yeah, they connected it to the song they were playing as well, right? So that kind of really made sure there was a deep connection between the story, the roles, and the song that they're trying to do. Like everything was connected basically is what I'm trying to say. So they really couldn't have had the title of the movie relate to the movie anymore if they tried, really. So how do I talk about this movie? I'm trying to like fully organize my thoughts here, but yeah, we also had the hug. I don't know what they call it, Daisuke no Hagu or something, but yeah, we had that. We definitely had some teasing with that because at first we had Nozomi bring it up, but she was like, as Mizuta was about to do it, she kind of like no kidding her way out of it, which was quite sad to see. And we even had another bit where Mizuta was trying to initiate it, but Nozomi not really accepting it. So it was really just like really teasing me. But I'm glad at the very like real climactic scene we finally got it in the end, because that made me quite happy having that wonderful and lengthy of a hug, right? Still do not understand the blowfish. I don't think I will ever quite get that. I was trying to think about it, because I know like blowfish, aren't they poisonous if you eat them without like prepping them, cooking them right? So maybe that aspect is why it's related. I don't know. I feel like anything I could say in that regard would be a stretch though. But so I don't know. If you have an answer, like I said, please let me know. But the story itself, the visuals we got were all pretty great. Like I said, if that was a real anime, I would definitely watch it. But yeah, one thing that was also brought up in the movie was that Mizuta wasn't quite sure about her future path. She hadn't written her career survey, and a lot of anime showcase that, right? They give you like 3 options usually of things you can write down and what you want to do. I think we had 2 different teachers that were pushing Mizuta to like fill that out, right? So I didn't really think about much in the regards of implications of that. I just thought, well, I guess they probably do that for everyone who left it blank, but eventually we got a bit of a reveal that wasn't really the case. Nozomi did not really get that kind of treatment that Mizuta got, not one bit. But and in regards to the career stuff, we had a situation where Mizuta clearly wanted to go to the same place that Nozomi did, which again really gets across the bird flying away, not letting them go kind of thing, trying to pull them down to your level, right? Almost like a lowest common denominator sort of thing, pulling them to your level because you feel like you can't go on without them, right? But the moral of the story is supposed to be, no, regardless of your desire to be clingy, to tie them down, if you truly love them, you let them go, you let them flourish, you let them be everything they can be, right? That's kind of the narrative they were trying to push. But the big thing was that they switched the rules when because they were clearly showing Mizuta struggling to be Liz, and they made it seem like the reason for that was because Liz was willing to let the bird go, whereas Mizuta was not, and that made sense to me as a reason why, but it was a little bit more complicated than that, because the true reason was, in this story, Mizuta is a bird and Nozomi is Liz, and Mizuta is the one that can soar to heights in the music world, but has been deliberately nerfing herself so she could, match Nozomi, the opposite of what we thought it was. And yeah, once Nozomi realized that, she wasn't super happy about that, because, that's not the kind of thing you could ever really be happy about. As much as you want to be together, you can't really do that to someone. But yeah, we even had a good hint about that was going on by Reina when she brought up the chains and all that, talking about the performance that Mizuta was doing. She spoke a little bit harshly, but she wasn't wrong, which is kind of her character in a nutshell. But eventually realizations were had. Mizuta really brought it fully to the performance, and that's how Nozomi picked up on some things, realized the truth, and that led us to our climactic scene of the two of them having their very passionate discussion in the science room, or whatever that was, whatever room that's supposed to be. And that's where we got our amazing hug. We got the very needed conversation between them, and a lot of feelings were able to be gotten out, and it was just a great scene. I really couldn't have hoped for more for that scene, as far as that scene goes. Everything I could have hoped for, really. But yeah, I feel like there's so much you could say about this episode if we really took the time to, like I said, dissect it, write notes and stuff like that. Like, just probably a whole bunch of, like, subtle symbolism I didn't even pick up on that I might pick up on in a second full watch. But also some silliness here and there, like the one ice cream game or whatever. I'm not even sure what to call that exactly, but I love it was called back for later in the episode. Also, the beginning of the movie, we started with Mizuta and Nozomi going to school together, and Nozomi... I keep mixing up the names because they're so similar in my head. Mizuta waiting for Nozomi to show before she could, get up and move on to school, waiting for her to catch up, essentially, right? And then later at the end of the movie, they're leaving school together, and it just has such a different feel to it, like the positioning of the two of them relevant to each other and all that, as well as I think Nozomi mentioning trying to catch up to her. But also we had what was her name? Ririka, I want to say her name was, the girl that kept trying to connect with Mizuta but was kind of struggling. I'm glad we made progress on that, going to the pool together and all that good stuff. But yeah, I think one of the best things they did was probably mislead me with the story in the beginning, because they were very vague about it, but I feel like I kind of filled in the gaps with my own imagination, because all they said was that they parted, right? I want to see if I can find the exact phrasing of it. I know it was early on. It was right about here. Yeah, she flies off, leaving Liz behind. That's all she said. I think she was kind of vague on whether that being the case or not afterwards, but yeah, that's all she said. And yet I had this idea in my head about, like my headcanon, I don't know if you want to call it that, was basically that the Bluebird was like, I love you, but I must go. I must see the world. I can't just stay here forever, even if I love you. And she's like, no, I want you to stay, but I guess I understand. I guess I'll let you go, and then she leaves, but didn't necessarily have to be that way. It could have been Liz that was initiating the pushing, not the, releasing, if that makes sense, right? It could just be like, the desire to not want to hold the bird down rather than acceptance pushing, I guess, is kind of the difference I'm trying to make. It sounds kind of subtle, but it really is a big difference. But yeah, eventually we had that scene where the teacher kind of like did turn around, like what it kind of gave me that new perspective on the situation. Really made me realize that, you know, I had imagined things that weren't actually said earlier in the movie, which might have been intentional. It was probably intentional. But so I think that's roughly everything I got to say on the episode, because I'm really not smart enough to really deep dive further than this. So, but yeah, I really did enjoy the movie quite a lot. I try not to call it an episode. It's not an episode. It's a movie. But when it's like part of a show, I kind of like, part of me wants to call it an episode. It's kind of a weird thing, but it was really good. Definitely glad I watched it. This is the kind of story that I think will actually stick with me for quite a while, honestly. So, and I'm probably gonna rewatch it again for sure at some point. Like without question, I'm gonna watch it again. But I hope you enjoyed my reaction to it. If you did, you know, I hope you click the like button and stuff like that. And yeah, bye bye, because I gotta let you go so you can fly to other YouTube videos and stuff. So bye bye.